sermons, leaving the weak hurt. No one's changed by Sunday service. We need discernment, check what you be affirming, cause the church can be full of members but empty in conversions. Preach the gospel and stand back. Look for change lives, not for hand claps. Love people well, oh they can't stand at the church. Just the church with the words, but we stand well.
Got no regrets, devil no threat, free from the dead. No need to flex, God on my side, you know I'm blessed. Got no regrets, devil no threat, free from the dead. No need to flex, God on my side, you know I'm blessed. I don't have nothing to prove, impossible for me to lose, yeah. I do not have any chains, I left all my sin in the tomb, yeah. It's funny how some of my ops now wanna be part of my crew, yeah. They say only some get the dub, I wanna be one of the few. I do it new, I wake up, I hustle, I work. I'm in the booth or I'm in church, yeah, yeah. There's one place I find in my words when I'm seeking thy kingdom first, yeah, yeah. They said I had so much to learn, but now they would pay for a verse, yeah, yeah. Don't think that my hustle will stop, it ends when I'm dead in a hearse, yeah, yeah. I had to go off, one song you know why they call me the boss. Strength and dignity wherever I walk, I spit the heat and I serve it with sauce. Got no regrets, devil no threat, free from the dead. No need to flex, God on my side, you know I'm blessed. Got no regrets, devil no threat, free from the dead. No need to flex, God on my side, you know I'm blessed. I do not have to pretend, won't sell my soul for a fan, yeah, don't need approval of man, on the solid rock I stand, yeah, God, he got me in his hands, I'm just trusting in his plan, yeah, I set it off for the bang, suddenly they wanna hang. What? I make goals then get up and grind, they wanna know if I'm signed, yeah, yeah. I came to get all that's mine, flex on the devil and shine, yeah, yeah. Things of heaven on my mind, unafraid of aiming high, said I couldn't rhyme, now they surprised, I'm in my prime, stop me they try. To everybody who doubted me, I'm so glad I didn't stop. I've been cooking up some fire, I'm mini, yo, coming in hot. Got no regrets, devil no threat, free from the dead. No need to flex, God on my side, you know I'm blessed. Got no regrets, devil no threat, free from the dead. No need to flex, God on my side, you know I'm blessed.
What's all it want is look around for anything that'll give me peace, oh. Something to relieve me from calamity, my anxiety, oh.
I think it's for the best of me. Need you to rescue me.
I step into tomorrow with serenity. It's looking next to me, oh. I'm sick and tired of being up at night just thinking about it. I'm sick and tired, I fall asleep and now I'm still dreaming about it. It's on my brain, want it so bad I'm going insane. And if it don't end up going my way, what I'm gonna do or what I'm gonna say. Everybody out here doing their thing, caught up in comparison, it's a game. Caught up in the lights, I'm caught up in the name. If I'm being real, I lost my way, I lost my way, where are you, where are you? What's all it want is look around for anything that'll give me peace, oh. Something to relieve me from calamity, my anxiety, oh.
I think it's for the best of me. Need you to rescue me.
I step into tomorrow with serenity. It's just look around for anything that'll give me peace. Oh, something to relieve me from calamity, my anxiety. Oh,
It
yeah,
gets
yeah.
the best of me. Need you to rescue me.
I step into tomorrow with serenity. It's something next to me. Oh, tomorrow with serenity. I'm in awe of what you did when you saved me. Every flaw and every sin you forgave me. You clean me up, wrapped in your love and you heal me up. Look to your heart and you heal me up. Give me faith and you seal me up. So take these hands, I'm holding them out for you. I know I can stand with you down in the love so true. Your love, your love, your love, your love is the only thing I'm standing on. Your love, your love, your love, your love. I'm surrendering 'cause you have it all. Your love, your love, your love, your love is the only thing I'm standing on. Your love, your love, your love.
Check, check, check. One last time for a free public announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grad 2020. This is Jesse Bodell's grad, by the way, and my niece, Maddie Higgs, and my other niece, Sarah Friesen. Thank you, guys. One more time, you are allowed out of your vehicles, but please stay by your vehicle. The lovely RCMP is over there and says you guys are doing a great job, but let's make sure we respect everybody's social distancing, okay? And then we'll get a little bit more into how the program's going to work in a minute.
I'm holding them out for you. I know I can stand with you down in the love so true. Your love, your love, your love, your love is the only thing I'm standing on. Your love, your love, your love, your love. I'm surrendering 'cause you have it all. Your love, your love, your love, your love is the only thing I'm standing on. Your love, your love, your love, your love. Surrendering 'cause you have it all. I gotta enter the rest that you give me. I try to go fly for the setbacks. You hear me? Can't do this myself. If I did, I'd be tripping. I'm lifting my head 'cause I know that you.
Okay, good afternoon, SCA family. So much for shade. I'm not sure whose bright idea it was to wear a three-piece black suit, but it was a little different when we had a working tent. But we are here. It's great to have you here. My name is John Elzinga. I'm the principal at SCA Secondary. If I could just ask everybody to head back to their own vehicles. Otherwise, we will have to shut this event down. So if you could please head back to your own family vehicle. And we're going to ask that you stay by your family vehicle for the duration of this event. Many months ago, okay. many months ago, we didn't think an event like this was possible, and it is just great to see everybody here together. We do have a few special guests and dignitaries here with us today. And so special guests, when I introduce you, feel free to give us a wave out of your sunroof or give us a honk just to say hello. We have Trina Boymuk, our board chair of Elk Island Public Schools. We have our two assistant principals, Matt Matheson and Wes Murda, here behind me. We have the Honorable Nate Glubish, Minister of Service Alberta and MLA for Strathcona Sherwood Park. And we have Jordan Walker, MLA Sherwood Park. I'd also like to acknowledge the Treaty 6 land on which our school is located. We acknowledge with respect the history and culture of the peoples with whom Treaty 6 was signed and the land upon which Elk Island Public Schools reside. We also acknowledge the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation. 2 Corinthians 5:18 instructs us, "Now all things are of God, who has reconciled us to himself through Jesus Christ, and has given us the ministry of reconciliation." As a Christian school, we want to promote reconciliation. We recognize our responsibility as treaty members and honor the heritage and gifts of the First Peoples. We commit to moving forward in partnership with Indigenous communities in a spirit of collaboration and reconciliation. Before I thank a few people who made this event possible, there's a few grads. You guys have already received texts to come up to the stage and start staging, and you need to come see Mrs. Thune here by the sound booth, only if you received a text. So I want to thank Jeremy Cook and many others from Sherwood Park Alliance Church for helping with the logistics of this event, particularly the communications team in getting the pictures up on the sign. Those will be rolling all week, and they just look fantastic. A lot of people put time into getting our live stream up and running. Aaron Camponi, Jesse Bodell, Lucas Garceloni, those are two of our students, and Shane Lawrence as well too. Thank you very much, everybody, for doing that. Roger Higgs has offered to volunteer his time to do sound for us today. Our parking lot crew did just a fantastic job to keep us all organized, and it is no easy feat to socially distance 100 vehicles, so very well done, parking lot crew. Thank you very much. Aaron Box is our designated photographer for today. Thank you, Aaron, for helping us capture these memories and sharing them out with everyone. Debbie Higgs put in many hours of work for the gift bags that we've got. And I want to say a big thanks to my partner here, Wes Murda. He has put in countless hours. It's just the brains behind the operation. And certainly our grad parent crew as well, too. You guys spent a lot of time putting in just to make this event possible. So thank you very much for that. Our theme this year was Show Love 2.0. We've studied 1 John 3:18, which says, "Let us stop just saying we love people and let us really show them by our actions." We further explored what it means to embody Christ and to show his love to others in our school and in our community. God has blessed our school in so many ways this year. Our students have been instrumental in so many different ministries, including clothing exchange, partnering with Sherwood Park Alliance Church, seniors visits, partnered with Linking Generations, Christmas food hampers, partnered with Palm Ministries, Strathcona Food Bank, blessing boxes, partnered with TAVO, building beds, partnering with Sleep in Heavenly Peace and A Safe Place. And let's not forget that all those ministries happened in just 2/3 of the year. So very well done, students. Thank you very much. Class of 2020. There's no denying that graduating high school is a significant moment in your lives. And especially this year, you should be congratulated for staying the course and finishing up your grade 12 year. It's meant you weren't able to finish up many of the things that you'd hoped to complete this year. However, I'm a firm believer that you'll be stronger because of the adversity that you had to overcome this year. You've matured immensely over the last 3 months, and I cannot wait to see what you accomplish in the years to come. You will forever be the class that had your graduation ceremony in the parking lot rather than in the auditorium. And rather than mourning the fact that we're not in the auditorium today, Embrace the fact that your grad class is making history here today in this grad ceremony. Life at times can feel unpredictable, even uncertain, especially in today's climate. As young adults and our leaders of tomorrow, I ask you to look at the challenges that we are facing, consider the big picture, what our priorities are, and what they need to be at this time. Love God. He will always be there for you. Just remember to turn to Him. And love others. In the same way that Christ has loved you, extend that love to those around you. Do this, and you will lead a full, rewarding, and meaningful life as you leave SCA. I'd now like to pray a blessing over our grad class and just commit our ceremony to Him. So please bow your heads with me and let's pray. Dear Lord, we commit this ceremony to you. Thank you that we're able to do this together. Thanks for the bright sunshine. Be with us standing out in the heat and give us strength. And just please keep the rain away until this evening. Thanks for our graduating class of 2020. Thank you for the unique gifts that you gave each and every one of them. Bless them as they leave and as they go their separate ways and leave SCA. Lord, this class has been through so much this year, and we pray that the adversity they have faced will make them even stronger. As they leave this place, help them to remember to always turn to you and to always love others. And now to conclude our prayer, I want to pray a final blessing over each and every grad. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May He be gracious to you. May He turn His face towards you and give you His peace. Amen. We're going to move right into the receiving of the diplomas. It's important to remember everyone needs to stay in their vehicles. Mom and Dad, I know you guys really want to come up here and take a picture. Unfortunately, by Alberta Health Guidelines, we're not allowed to have that happen, so that's why we do have our designated photographer here. He will be sharing out each of the photos after this event. Only the grads should be coming forward once they receive a text from Mrs. Thune. And again, please come meet her over by the sound booth. As each grad crosses the stage, we encourage the honking of horns to celebrate. However, please wait for Miss Wilkins, our MC, to finish her introduction for each grad. After that, you can then feel free to honk and congratulate them that way. Grads, don't forget, pause for a photo. Get the cue from Mr. Aaron Box that you're good to go. You can then walk off the stage and pick up your own personalized gift bag. Each bag contains a blanket from our Grad Parent Council, a Bible and a devotional book, courtesy of the SCA Society, a certificate and a pencil from the Honorable Nate Glubish, MLA Strathcona Sherwood Park, a treat bag from the Eagle's Nest, and a personalized plaque designed by the SCA staff and handcrafted by Amber Lena Co. Oh, and of course, your diploma, the big reason why you're here. That's also in there as well too. With that, I turn the microphone over to our MC for the afternoon, Miss Wilkins. Please start our processional.
Thank you, Mr. Elzinga. Well, I hope you like the sound of my voice, or it's going to be a really long afternoon. So here we go. And just a reminder, grad, if technology fails you and you're going in the alphabet and you think it might be your turn, make sure you're watching to see if you should be up here. So with that being said, Charles Barber, you can come on up in line. All right, we're going to start with Sydney Ackerman. Sydney is thankful that this place let her make so many great and hilarious memories with both her friends and teachers. Congratulations, Sydney. Yeah, you can start walking up once I start talking. All right, this next student, Ethan Afghanis, I have literally known since the day he was born. His mom is my best friend, and I actually drove her to the hospital when she went into labor. And I stayed with her until I heard the words, I think I have to push, and then I was out. So anyways, Ethan, I just wanted to embarrass you today and say it's been a pleasure being your aunt. Ethan is enrolled in the Faculty of Engineering at the U of A for the next semester, and his future plans include entering into the field of biomedical engineering. Congratulations, Ethan. Kylie Anklam. Next year, Kylie will be attending MacEwan University for the Bachelor of Arts. Holly Antoniuk. Holly will be taking a gap year to hopefully take a work holiday in Australia for 6 months. And then in September of 2021, she plans to go to school to eventually become a criminal psychologist. Impressive. Rihanna Armbruster. Rihanna is truly thankful for the opportunity to learn from the exceptional teachers and staff at SCA. Oh, thanks, Rihanna. Who are dedicated to providing Christ-centered, high-quality education. Thank you to all of my athletic coaches and awesome friends in each grade for making high school so enjoyable. Charles Barber. Charles gets the honorary Miss Wilkins Award for doing every single homework question in Math 10C Honors, Math 30-1, and Math 31. Woohoo! And Charles has been accepted into the University of Waterloo and will be in the School of Architecture for a long time. Alyssa Barker. Alyssa's plan for the future is to go to post-secondary and hopefully become an air traffic controller. Okay. Morgan Berezowski. Morgan's plans for next year are to take a year off school and work, hopefully get enough money in the bank to attend a school in the following fall. She's not quite sure on what her plans for school are yet, but she's been looking into interior designing and house decorating. She's excited to see what the future holds for her. Jesse Bodell, woohoo, Mr. Tech Extraordinaire. He is thankful for the teachers and friends who cared and that SCA was a starting point for his interest in tech. Sierra Bossert. Sierra has been accepted into King's University and will be pursuing her degrees in psychology and education. She would love to become a kindergarten teacher. Woohoo! Madison Bossert. Her plans for next year is to start her degree of psychology at the King's University. Brandon Bourguignon. He's thankful for all his friends he met at SCA and the teachers who taught him. Benjamin Bowen. He is thankful for the friends he's made at SCA and the teachers that helped him along the way. And yes, he didn't put this, but I'm going to add it. Calculus was his favorite class. Jaden Brewer. Jaden plans on attending the U of A in the fall to complete her bachelor's in psychology for an end goal of being a clinical psychologist. She is thankful for SCA, friendships that have been formed, and memories she can take into the future. Now you can honk. Jaden Brote. Jaden is looking forward to spending several months next year traveling throughout Europe. Isabel Buckstrucker. Next year, she will be going to the McEwen School of Business for the Bachelor of Commerce degree, where she will major in accounting. Yay, math! Rachel Buckmaster. Next year, she's attending U of A for a Bachelor's of Science and hopes to go into pharmacy. Brianna Bunker. Brianna wants to build on the wonderful education provided by SCA and continue to grow in the Christian faith. She wishes to fulfill her dreams of studying art animation at a college in England where her family and her are moving this summer. Olivia Casimir. Olivia is thankful for the teachers at SCA. During her years here, she has felt very supported and encouraged by many of the teachers she had. They always worked hard to make sure she was doing the best she could and to make class enjoyable. Thank you for going out of your way to create a memorable learning experience. She's planning to take a gap year to travel and work and then go into education, following in her father's footsteps. Madeline Court. My plans for the coming year are to take a gap year. I'm planning on working, potentially upgrading some classes, and just figuring out what I am passionate about and what would make sense for me for a future career. She can't wait to see what the future holds. Emma Coughlin. Emma will be doing her Bachelor of Elementary Education at the U of A next year. Emma is also the recipient of the Len Siemens Memorial Scholarship, which is awarded each year in memory of former colleague and administrator Mr. Len Siemens. The grade 12 recipient receives a scholarship of $500, and it's given to one of the top academic graduates. She must be attending a post-secondary institution and meet the following criteria: a minimum of 80% academic average, clear Christian testimony and consistent lifestyle, and demonstrated leadership qualities. Congratulations, Emma! Stuart Cross. His plan for next year is U of A, and his plan for the future, get my degree and get out of there as fast as possible. Okay. Madison Delvo. I'm going to Norquest in January for nursing and plan on becoming a labor and delivery or neonatal nurse. Okay. Adam DePoe. What his family is most thankful for.
If you like to talk to tomatoes, if a squash
Yeah.
can make you smile, if you like to waltz with potatoes, up and down the produce aisle,
Yes, you did.
have we got a show for you.
VeggieTales, 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 VeggieTales.
Woohoo!
Broccoli, celery.
Adam, you are well loved, and your family is thankful for the people who love you and accept you for exactly who you are. You have been a great blessing to us here at SCA. Daniel Doberstein. My plan for the summer is to work as a cabin leader at a camp called Frontier Lodge. After that, I am planning to do YWAM and save up money for university. Fern Drader. Fern plans on attending Augustana campus at the U of A, majoring in psychology and minoring in biology. I feel like our admin should get an award for standing out in the hot sun. Is anyone taking bets on who's going to be the first to go down, or is that a wrong thing to do? Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Okay. Hunter Dronklar. He is going to King's for business and then Nate for mechanics. Adam Drost. His plans for the coming year are to work as an apprentice, and he's thankful for the teachers who encouraged him and helped him to reach his goals. Okay, at this point, we have a special guest. Back in the fall, our student grad committee selected a speaker for the grad banquet. With the banquet being canceled, so was the speaker. However, we were able to twist his arm to drive from Calgary to speak today. Ladies and gentlemen, the beloved Chris Aubrey. Woo!
Should I go up here? Oof. Good afternoon, dignitaries, parents, teachers, extended family and friends, if you're able to squish them into your car, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2020. To begin, I'd like to thank every one of our grads. I feel proud to say I taught you, and I am privileged to have gotten to know so many of you. You've represented our school well, and it's been an honor. Thank you.
I'm going to center my words today around Micah 6, verse 8. He has told you, O man, what is good? What does the Lord require of you? But to do justice, and to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God. I want to begin at the end. Walk humbly with your God. For a long time, our society has pushed against being humble. It is no longer an admirable quality. It's a sign of weakness, or it is misinterpreted as a sign of incompetence. One of the most popular Netflix series these past few months, no, I'm not going to talk about the Tiger King or Joe Exotic. We're done with him. But I'm talking about The Last Dance, a series made with the help of Michael Jordan to show others he was the best. And he didn't even need the other star on the team to win games. Although well received by most of society, I felt Michael Jordan creating a documentary series that led to the conclusion that he was the greatest ever wasn't inspiring. These are not the types of stories that I draw inspiration from. I like stories where the main character shows up to every volleyball game and cheers loudly for her team, even if she is injured the entire season. I like stories of students who show up every day and did their absolute best in musical theater because they took pride in their role, even if it wasn't a lead role. I'm inspired by every single student in our school's band and choir. Their ability to make something moving does not come from standing out, but from working to create something beautiful together. I'm inspired by the stories of students who spent over 100 hours contributing to the work of TAVO or student council behind the scenes just to make SCA and the world a better place, not to create a Netflix documentary series to show how amazing they are. These stories highlight the beauty of being humble. They are stories about doing great things that are really hard and never getting the praise they deserve. They are stories I've been privileged to watch. And these are the stories we need to celebrate as a community. I also take inspiration from grade 12 students not getting the grad ceremony that they dreamed about, but showing up in cars, dressed in their very best, and humbly embracing these moments. I want to tell one last story. Although it won't be an embarrassing story about my kids this time, unfortunately, you're going to have to sit through one last sports story. But please, this time, just this time, don't go shopping on Lululemon or Nike.com or go on Instagram. Just this time, please. It's a good one. I love running. I think it's the coolest thing. If you took Phys Ed 10 with me, you know I love running. And one event, even though I've never run it, that captivates me is the Boston Marathon. It just seems special. But it wasn't always special. In 1967, it was scandalous. In 1967, bib number 261 would change athletics forever. She just didn't know it at the time. Because back then, women weren't allowed to run marathons. There was a belief that women were too fragile for such an endeavor. Cultural beliefs that have nothing to do with the reality. Bib number 261's name was Catherine Virginia Schweitzer. She registered only using her initials, sneaking into the race. So the gun goes off and off she goes. The Boston Marathon back then wasn't what it is now, but it still had TV and media crews. Not long into the race, the media crew had discovered a woman was running the race. Miss Schweitzer did not think much of it at the time, but not long after the camera crews had discovered her, she heard a person stomping up behind her. For her, it went from a special moment to just plain terrifying. The much larger man tried aggressively to rip off her bib and throw her off the course. Luckily, someone reached out in compassion to help her break away from her oppressor. Miss Schweitzer would go on to finish the race. And a few years later, she ran it again. The first year women were allowed to officially run. In 2017, she went back again, wearing bib number 261 to run the marathon, 50 years after her first. Now we can look at this story and try to put ourselves as Miss Schweitzer's shoes, but I feel it's important to look at the story from the man who tried to rob her of her right to run. By the rules which he tried to enforce, he was justified. He was actually a race organizer. Women weren't allowed to run. But as Christians, how are we uplifting the oppressed? Do we hide behind the rules and authorities? Or do we stand up for what is right? Our actions during moments of injustice speaks for our community. How would history have been different for this man if he had supported her? You may not have a moment exactly like this, but how did you respond these last few months during this global pandemic? How have you responded to the injustices we see in this country and others around the world? It is not easy to take a step back in a moment and think critically about our actions and beliefs. If you are unsure of your behavior, I am encouraged because you are trying to live a life of reflection. You are becoming mature in your faith and have the opportunity to grow because you are walking humbly with the Lord your God. When we begin to examine ourselves, we open up the opportunity for growth. We realize what more we have to give. Being humble about our reality allows us to see that we are human and we always have room to grow. Now, if we put ourselves in Ms. Schweitzer's shoes, what do we learn? Well, firstly, doing justice is not easy. What does the Lord require of you but to do justice? A marathon is not easy, and it has to be way harder when some angry person tries to tackle you. But it takes courage to do justice, because justice is often not the popular move. Many, especially those in power, were content with the status quo. Change is scary, and people don't want to question their deep-seated beliefs. But it is what is right. Also, justice requires someone to take a step forward. It is a lot easier to run a race when everyone looks and acts like you. But if you're the very first, it's really hard. And if you aren't the first, that's okay, because you have the opportunity to join and build momentum for the things that truly matter, to align yourself with the values of Christ and move forward, to join a movement towards a just world. And in your life, there will be many moments and opportunities for you to stand for something you believe is right. A moment that lacks justice. I pray you have the bravery to step forward. Lastly, we need to insert ourselves as a new character in this story. The Boston Marathon has thousands who stand on the side of the road and watch. They do so to be inspired and cheer on those trying to accomplish something special. And at times, we are just meant to be there cheering on others. Today, thank your parents. They have been cheering you on your entire life, never asking to be the lead character in your story, but trying to train you to be able to go as far as possible, to achieve something special. They just wanted to be there to see it happen, cheering loudly and celebrating you. Because to be a parent is to love kindness. What does the Lord require of you but to love kindness? Love the act of kindness and compassion. It is an act of service. It is never the most glamorous position, but how you treat others is the only testimony that people remember. Michael Jordan and people like that can never have the impact on your life that the people who were kind to you had. Kindness pushes others forward. If you passionately seek out opportunities to be kind, you will always have purpose. Because one that helps and cares for others will always have purpose. So, do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with the Lord your God. I'd like to close in the same way Mr. Elzinga did. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you so much, Mr. Aubrey. That was amazing. Let's give him one more honk of applause. And Andreas Fernandez, if you could please come get in line, that would be awesome. Okay, here we go. Brooke Dzwanka. Brooke is thankful for the wonderful relationships she has acquired throughout her many years attending SCA. She is thankful she could be taught by so many wonderful teachers who cared about her and her education and the community that she could be involved in. Brendan Dzwenka. Brendan plans to take a gap year and work for a bit. Kalina Elfstead. I will be attending the U of A for the Bachelor of Science in Chemistry and Biology and then go on to study medicine. Carter Elias. Carter is planning to pursue welding on pipelines after he graduates. This will be a full-time job that he already has some experience in. Riley Furmanek. Riley plans to move to Salt Lake City in October. Andreas Fernandez. He is thankful to have had a great education at SCA. All the projects he built in construction class will serve as memories and also inspiration to build his own future. Hudson Forsberg. Next year, he will be beginning his bio degree while continuing his volleyball career at Briarcrest. Sarah Friesen. Sarah is thankful for Mr. Leeds, who would pray for a different kid every band class. Yay, Mr. Leeds. Yay, Sarah. Abigail Garrow. Abby is thankful for all the teachers, friends, memories, and experiences she's had. She hopes her friends can make more together in the future. God richly bless you always. Zephin Giesbrecht. Zephin is thankful for the friends he has made throughout his time at SCA, the people that believed in him and helped him along the way. Emily Glasman. This is what Emily wants to do. Gap year, then vet assistant at Olds or Lakeland, then CWAM, Cowboys with a Mission, or Bible College. But really in the end, it'll be whatever God calls him or her to do. Sorry there, Emily, I was distracted. This is hard. I have to pay attention to the names and say hello to all these grade 12s that I haven't seen in months. So, okay, who are we at? Beatrice Gayab. Beatrice plans to go to NATE next year to go into lab and x-ray. For her future, she hopes to be working in clinics and to also go on a missions trip. Alex Gus. He is going to the U of A and studying for a degree in business and hoping to play Golden Bears rugby. Go Bears! Autumn Hawes. Next year, she will be attending the U of A for psychology, and in the future, she hopes to pursue a career in a medical science. Madison Higgs. Her uncle here, Mr. Sound Guy, accepted to DCLS in Los Angeles, California, starting in September, which will help her becoming a chaplain working in prison ministry. All right, Mackenzie, I expected your dad to do something embarrassing, but I guess we're safe. Okay, Mackenzie Hollinshead. Her plans for the future are to attend animal health science at the U of A, and after graduation to attend either the Atlantic Veterinary College in PEI or Veterinary College in Edinburgh, which is a linked program to animal health science at the U of A. Elijah Jasinski. Can you... he doesn't know what his plans for next year are or the future, but he knows God does. In the meantime, it's best to work, live life to the fullest, and watch Elon Musk launch rockets into space. And also, thank you to the 7-day late policy, because that's the only reason he passed, he says. Gotta love honesty. All right, the first of our madly musical twins, Mr. Blaine Johnston. Blaine says, thank you for providing a variety of Christian programs with teachers dedicated to furthering their students' faith. He can also shred a mean electric guitar. And not to be outdone, Samuel Johnston. Samuel's thankful to have gone to a school that has different Christian programs that has allowed him to explore different areas and expand his faith. He will be the first pastor to play on the bass all the time as he's counseling his kids. Now, Sam, don't move. Don't move. Samuel is our recipient of the Reverend... Oh, goodness. Let me try again. Sam is our recipient of the Reverend Harold Thronus Scholarship. Reverend Thronus was the founding pastor of SCA. His vision and determination were key factors in the establishment of SCA. He had the blessing of being the original principal of our school and worked closely with Pastor Thronus. I think that was from Mr. Suter. This scholarship awarded in his name is given to a student enrolled in a Christian ministry training program for the fall. The scholarship is, wait for it, $500 and is paid directly to the institution the recipient attends. Sam was selected based on academic record, Christian testimony, and strong achievement in biblical studies. Whew! Congratulations, Samuel. All right, Garrett Cam. Garrett is thankful for the ability to receive a great education while also being able to compete in sports and make lifelong friends and take math. Kennedy Kazakowicz. Kennedy will be taking a gap year. She hopes to pursue a career in music, working with recording studios. She wishes all her fellow students the best in their futures. Jeremy Kemp. Jeremy has enjoyed his 3 years at SCA. Next year, he plans to attend NATE to take civil engineering. Joel Kennedy. Joel is thankful for all his friends who made his experience here much more enjoyable and for all his teachers who put in extra effort to help him succeed. And he was very determined to understand every bit of calculus. Brianna Clausen. Brianna plans to attend discipleship training school through YWAM in Australia this September. Once she's back, she hopes to attend NATE to further her education into being an ultrasound technician. And, Bree, don't go too far, Bree is the recipient of the Tim Shapansky Memorial Award. This award is presented in honor of Tim Shapansky, whose assignment on earth was suddenly and unexpectedly ended when the Lord called him home on May 30th, 2002. Tim was a grade 11 student at SCA and had completed 2 years in the missions program. This award is presented to the student who has demonstrated commitment to personal character growth and leadership skills development during active participation in the SCA missions program. Congratulations, Bree. Rian Knish. Rian is grateful for every day that he felt the constant support and love from his teachers, staff, friends, and classmates. And Rian's going to hang around a little bit too because he is the recipient of the Sherwood Park Rotary Club Scholarship. And Rian, guess what? $500 given to Rian, who has demonstrated sustained academic progress and has a strong career focus. He was selected by his teachers because of the improvement he made in his academics through high school. Congrats, Rian. Ashley Kraus. Ashley is extremely thankful to have gone to SCA the past 13 years. She has known some of her fellow graduates for 13 years and is confident that the friendships she's made here at SCA will last a lifetime. More importantly, she's greatly appreciative to the teachers who put their heart and soul into educating their students. They are the reason that she's up here on the stage today receiving her diploma. Thank you for everything. She's going to miss SCA a lot, and we're going to miss you guys too. Evan Coudert. Evan plays a mean saxophone, and I am going to miss hearing him play that. Evan is taking a Bachelor of Music in Performance at King's University and then going on to U of C for a Master's in Architecture. Madeline Leitz. Madeline is in the Bachelor of Science program at the U of A. And at this point, once Madeline has flipped her tassel, she is going to give the valedictorian speech. She was selected through the input of both staff and students. She must be an example of Christian witness, a leader in the school, one who demonstrates service in school life, and an honor roll student. Congratulations, Madeline. Let's give her our honk of approval.
just said it couldn't be going any better. Like
I just caught Jesse's live stream. He did it.
that's so fun, Auntie.
I know.
Actually, we better.
That's awesome. That's such a nice setup too.
It was like YouTube live.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello? Good? Hello? Hello? All right. Okay, so here's my valedictorian speech. I hope you enjoy it. It was the last game of our season, the last chance for our team to play. After this should have come provincials, but because of the threat of COVID-19, provincials were canceled. Spectators weren't even allowed into the gym. As far as basketball went, this was the peak of our season, the end of the line, that big moment that we had all been waiting for. And then we lost. At our last big game, both our team and the boys' team lost. And just like that, high school basketball was over. Hardly a week later, school, as we knew it, was over. But give me a second, I'll come back to that. Before I give you my incredible, inspirational, might I even say very emotional speech, I'd like to thank you all for being here. First, thank you teachers. Thank you for being our motivators and mentors. Thank you for trying to self-motivate us so much in isolation, and never again will I complain about wanting to go home and sleep in class. Both in school and online, our teachers are 100% the best, the most encouraging, the most caring. Next, thank you parents. Thank you for your dedication to our education. Thank you for being the ones cheering us on from the sidelines, the ones giving us your love, your help, and your resources that allowed us to get so far, as far as we are today. Thank you for making this graduation a reality. And finally, thank you, class of 2020. Thank you for being the reason that we're here. Thank you for being the cause for this celebration. And thank you for making my years at SCA fantastic and very, very memorable. But speaking of memory, I made you all a promise that I'd complete my story, that I would come up with a nice, tidy ending to tie up our loss in that final basketball game and turn it into a sweet anecdote about how loss is good. Or maybe my moral from that story could be how it was all okay because we still had each other, and that was the important part, that we were a team. But that wouldn't be honest. The truth of this year is that there have been a lot of things that have really sucked. A lot of experiences that we haven't got to have, a lot of challenges we've faced, and a lot of trips we've missed. Things that we will never get to experience again. To put it simply, we've taken a lot of L's. And the question we all ask is, what now? How do we come to terms with the fact that we've lost so many of those big moments that seem to define our high school career? I think a lot of the time our lives are simply summed up by these moments, by that stereotypical one great high school moment, that moment of making that game-winning shot, that deep three buzzer beater, or maybe making a truly exceptional serve right into the back corner of the court. That moment of finally getting that perfect score, that 100 on the test that you had been studying so hard for. Or maybe it's that moment of seeing the crowd cheer through the blinding lights after you performed in an absolutely spectacular musical. Maybe the moment that you'll remember is the moment after Music Fest, after playing that last note on your instrument with the whole audience holding their breath. Maybe the moment that you picked was being right here, that moment that you dreamed of today, graduation. But I think that this idea of that one great high school moment is a lie that has been repeated so many times that we've told ourselves that not only high school, but our whole lives are just about leading up to that one moment, that our regular everyday lives are irrelevant, or that their only purpose is to rocket us into that next big achievement. And if this idea is true, then everything that we've lost this year is a chunk taken out of what our lives could have been. And if this is true, then that final basketball game that we played could only be called a failure. Not only because of the L that we took, but because it marked the end of high school basketball. It was the end of an era. It was something that I could never experience again. But this isn't true. I thought a lot about memory when I was writing this speech. I thought about how I would remember others. And I thought about how all of you guys, everyone else, would remember me. And when I was writing, I realized that I put this same silly pressure on myself because I wanted this speech that I gave you, I want this speech that I'm giving you to be stunning, to be hilarious, to be emotional, for you to love it so much. And I was looking at this moment right here, like it was my great moment of high school. Like my whole life had been leading up to this moment, right here. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that I can't live this way. I can't live this way hopping from moment to moment. I don't want to be remembered as the valedictorian. I want to be remembered for a person who was kind, who was friendly, who was a good person. I want to be remembered not for my achievements, but for who I actually was. And when I will think back on the good old days of high school, I'll think back on the little things, the little moments with my friends, my classmates, my teachers. And I think over time, those little moments will snowball into a big picture of who we all are. Because at the end of the day, high school isn't about what we did. It's about who we became. It's about who we are. So I guess in the end, I do have a little bit of a message for you. Don't treat your life like it's just a scoreboard, that you just have to keep getting more points, gaining more achievements, striving for all those big moments. Because I guarantee you, if you choose to do that, you'll skip right by the times that really matter. The in-between times where character is built. Because if mere moments are your goal, then failure is inevitable. You need to live to experience life right where you are, right here, everywhere you are. And with this message, I have a favor to ask of you. Remember me for who I am, for who I was. Remember your classmates for who they are. Don't focus on those big moments that we lost, but on all this life that we've lived in these in-between times. Thank you.
Thank you, Madeline. That was amazing. One more time, one more honk of approval. All right, so I don't know if any of you are into counting or if you're counting how many bags we have left, but if you can see the front, we're doing pretty good. Nice job, everybody. All right, Jackson Littlefair. Jackson will be attending Concordia University in Edmonton, where he will be taking a Bachelor of Business Management, and he's excited to be playing for Concordia Thunder men's basketball team. And Jackson, you need to stand there for a little bit because you are the SCA Male Athlete of the Year. No, I'm not done talking. You are recognized for your excellence in varsity basketball and golf. Over Jackson's 6 years attending SCA Secondary, he has competed at a high level and has made positive contributions to SCA athletics through basketball, volleyball, golf, track and field, and soccer. He is now signed on to Concordia University Thunder basketball for the 2021 season. There you go. Caitlin McNeil. Caitlin is most thankful for her friends and all the experiences that they've had together. She wouldn't have been able to do this without them. She couldn't ask for a danker group of people to graduate with. I don't know what that means. Okay, but Caitlin, you have to stand there and wait after you're done taking a little selfie with the admin. Caitlin is the recipient of this year's Grade 12 SCA Eagles Athletic Scholarship. Yay! Now, wait. Okay, recipient of $1,500 to post-secondary studies. She is recognized for her integrity, leadership, teamwork, and godly character, both inside and outside her SCA sports of varsity girls flag football and varsity co-ed indoor soccer. Caitlin plans on attending the U of A to earn her Bachelor of Science degree and eventually go into nursing at Grant MacEwan University. Congratulations. Everett Madigan. Everett's plans for the future are to attend a Bible college in Thailand, and after that, he says no clue. Elizabeth Marks. Elizabeth is enrolled in the neuroscience program at the U of A in hopes to one day join the field of medical research and work towards a cure for Alzheimer's disease. Now, Elizabeth also is going to need to wait for a moment because she's the recipient of the Sherwood Park Elks Scholarship. It's a $400 award given to a student who has demonstrated a commitment to volunteerism and involvement in local and school communities and has been accepted into a post-secondary institution. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Ethan Mashmeyer. Ethan will be attending Grant MacEwan University, pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree. From there, he plans to spend a year volunteering in the medical field, gaining experience towards his final goal of becoming a doctor. And yes, he got 100% in Math 30-1. Legitimately. Now, Ethan, you have to stay there. Sorry, I got another word for you. Ethan is the recipient of the SCA Society Fruit of the Spirit Award. This $200 award is one of the toughest to win because it is based on character that is exhibited day in and day out, both in and out of school. The winner is selected by the SCA teaching staff, and it is a student who has consistently displayed the fruit of the Spirit described in Galatians 5:22 and 23. I can't think of a better winner. Congratulations, Ethan. Zachary Maxwell. All right, I got a lot to say about him, so hang on. Zach has been accepted to the U of A in the Faculty of Education with a major in chemistry and, wait for it, minor in mathematics. Woohoo! His goals for the future include not only continuing to develop his relationship with God, but to also try not to punch any more holes in walls during sporting events. And just a minute, Zach, you are also getting an award. You are the recipient of the ATA Teacher Scholarship. It's a $500 award for a student entering the Faculty of Education that has demonstrated a high-level achievement. Zach has the qualities of passionate engagement and care for others, which are important building blocks for an excellent future teacher. Congratulations, Zach. All right, Lydia McKelleran. Lydia is planning to take a gap year and hopefully taking a work holiday to Australia. Julia McGann. Julia plans on doing the Bachelor of Design program at Grant MacEwan. Levi Mitchell. Levi is going to take a year off and work for the year. He has decided to do this because he thinks it will make him think of everything and try to put his life back in order. He feels like that will put him in a better mindset, hopefully. This year has been rough and hard, but not just for me, but for everyone as well. But it's also shown him a lot of things about life that he will never forget. It has shaped him into the man he is today and becoming. He's ready to take on the next step of his life and to see where that brings him. Congrats, Levi. Olivia Mitchell. Olivia plans on attending the U of A for her Bachelor of Music and Bachelor of Elementary Education, which will take 5 years to complete. The plan is to work for her master's and eventually PhD in music, and her dream is to teach music at a university. She appreciates all the love the teachers have shown her throughout the years. They've always given her advice with a smile and a hug for comfort. Sorry she couldn't resist answering that. And just wait a second, Olivia. You are the recipient of the Kevin Gates Award. Okay, is this a typo or is this true? $2,000? $2,000? Okay, that deserves a honk right there. Okay, whoa. This is an award for a student that has demonstrated a strong work ethic in their studies and who has expressed that this award would provide financial sustainability as they pursue their post-secondary education. Congratulations, Miss Olivia. Javier Negra. Javier plans on doing a Bachelor of Science at Augustana University. He is thankful for the life-enhancing experiences he was given throughout his high school career, the team spirit, time spent playing basketball with friends, and he's grateful for the great memories he's made. Cody Newman. Cody will be attending the U of A, where he will be playing football for the Bears, and completing his education degree. Something to do with math, I'm pretty sure, because Cody loves math. Miss Rebecca Otto. This fall, Rebecca will be attending the King's University for a Bachelor of Commerce. This is a path that God laid out for her with an end goal that encompasses all the passions God has given her. She is excited to follow God down to discover his plans for her. And Rebecca's going to need to wait a bit because I have a long award speech for her. Rebecca is the recipient of the Sarah Dixon Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is named after Sarah Joy Dixon. Sarah's enthusiasm for life was a reflection of her relationship with God. She tried to love God unconditionally and desired to serve him with an honest heart. Sarah tried to attack every aspect of her life, whether it was academic, sports, or relationship, with the best effort she could give. She showed compassion and friendship towards everyone. However, she served God best by sincerely reaching out to the lonely, needy, and unloved. The Sarah Joy Dixon Memorial Award has been established in memory of Sarah, who was tragically killed in an automobile accident on New Year's Day in 1997. This scholarship is awarded when a grade 12 student exemplifies an attitude of love and care towards God, school, and others. Rebecca, I taught Sarah, and I can say that I 100% wholeheartedly agree that you deserve this award. But you're also getting another award, the Premier Citizenship Award. The SCA Student Council gives $250 towards a student who displays outstanding characteristics in the following areas: citizenship in the community, leadership in school and community activities, volunteer service in the school or community. Congratulations, Rebecca. Cheyun Pei. Cheyun says going to SCA has been the greatest experience of his life, which I agree. Emily Perron. Emily is thankful for Miss Higgs, who used to make pancakes on Wednesday mornings. Kyle Patterson. As a lifer at SCA, he is most grateful for the strong Christian education he has been gifted with and the teachers who have supported this journey. Also for the many close friendships he's been blessed with. Okay, so just before we do the next student, Jenna Queering, your time is coming up right away, so can you hoof it to the stage? All right, Abigail Quintilio. Next fall, she will be going into the science program at McEwen. From there, she is open to different possibilities. How intriguing. Yeah. Okay, so paging Jenna Queering. Is Jenna here? Jenna. Has anyone seen Jenna? Do you know Jenna? Has she been in any classes with you? Okay, well, we're going to move on. Jenna, if you're here, come on up. We'll just... Oh, is she here? She's coming! Yay! That's okay. We still love you. The texting is not necessarily going well. Not everybody's getting the text, so... Okay, yay, Jenna. All right, Jenna will begin her studies in psychiatric nursing at Grant MacEwan this coming fall. Yay, Jenna! Yeah, give her a honk of applause. Mr. Basketball, Ryan Reed. In the fall, he will be studying kinesiology and playing basketball at Augustana University. Congrats, Ryan. Connor Regier. Connor is hoping to be in the medical field and be a firefighter and possibly a paramedic. As of May 2020, he has no specific plan set in stone, but is already on a good path to his goals. Catherine Sabadash. Catherine will be attending MacEwan for emergency communications in the fall, then maybe international relations afterwards. Delaney Suter. Delaney plans to move to Nova Scotia this summer, take a year off, and then eventually pursue a career to help people in one way or another. Awesome. Parker Shirt. Parker is thankful for Mr. Maxwell for all the spicy debates we had. He's also thankful for all the sports he played, and he's thankful that his mom worked at the school for as long as she did and supported him and his friends. Brendan Sulkowski. Brendan is thankful for his teachers who helped him through his years at SCA. Aww. Whitney Spark. At SCA, she always felt like she was more than just another student. Throughout her many years of school, teachers invested their time and effort into helping her become the best version of herself. She is so thankful for her experience at SCA. It was more than just a school, it was a home away from home. You ready to skate on up? Ethan Tier. He is thankful for the teachers becoming friends of his outside of school and building into his life as role models and coaches at Chris Aubrey, at Vitz Reynolds, Hang 10 sign. Oh. Katriana Tilrow. She is so grateful for the tight-knit community she's found in her classes and extracurriculars at SCA and for the memories she's been able to make. And she is the recipient of the Icon SCA Service Award. This $250 award is presented to a student that has made an outstanding contribution in service at SCA. Christ led by his example of service, and Katriana has done the same. Congratulations, Kat! Oh, we have a slight problem. Mr. Elzinga is on the mic. That's not good. You know that.
Hey guys, we're doing great. We're almost through this. Okay, but I am going to ask you all to head back to your own cars. And if we cannot do that, unfortunately, this last table, we're going to have to shut this down, okay? So maintain that physical distancing. I hate to do this in the middle of things, but we do need to head back to our own family cars. Again, we have a photographer here. He will share everything with you guys. It's been fantastic. Keep honking those horns. This really is a really, really neat event. Thanks, everybody. Back to you, Miss Wilkins.
All right, we are at Carly Uglam. Next year, she's attending King's University. She's excited to pursue a Bachelor of Ed. She's hoping to become a secondary social studies and English teacher. And Carly, you're going to need to wait there for a bit because you're the recipient of the Spiritual Leadership Award. It is presented to a student that has a genuine hunger for God's Word and a desire to grow in her relationship with Christ. This student exemplifies the character quality of humility and servanthood. They also demonstrate a commitment to spiritual leadership in our school and in the community. Congratulations, Carly. Sorry, I'm being attacked by the Lysol wipes here. Okay, Lily Verhagen. I am thankful for the teachers at SCA. Not only do they care about your education, but they cared about how you're doing in life. They always tried their best to get students the highest mark they deserve. Throughout high school, the teachers at SCA have made her better and more motivated each day. That's awesome. Okay, this is it. This is it, you guys. Abby Voss. Abby is thankful for the community that SCA created. She always felt welcomed with open arms and warm smiles every day. She felt very supported by the staff and teachers, and she's proud to say she's not only an SCA graduate, but part of the family too. And Abby, you're just going to have to stand there for a bit because I got a little bit of a long one for you too. Abby is our recipient of the Caitlin Wychopin Memorial Scholarship. Caitlin's years here on earth were brief, but her gentle demeanor had a profound impact on the people who knew her. This award is given to a student who best exemplifies the character qualities that Caitlin displayed. This individual has a quiet, gentle spirit, serves others behind the scenes, and is sensitive to those needing encouragement. Caitlin aspired to serve quietly. She wrote letters of thanks and encouragement to her teachers and volunteered often in the library. This award is intended as a reminder that even small acts of caring can have eternal meaning, and many of us benefited from Abby's care throughout the years. Congratulations, Abby. All right, I don't know if you're into counting, but we're down to 6. Woo! Miss Amy Wang. Amy is going into nursing at the U of A. She will be awesome. Now this guy, I will remember him singing and playing his heart out anywhere, really, the stage, the band room, wherever. Eden Wasmuth. He appreciated the opportunities the school gave him to express himself in the things he loves. Yeah, we're what, at top 4? Is that what we're doing? Last 4? Okay. All right, Miss Abigail Weiss. She is taking kinesiology at the U of A and also playing volleyball for the U of A Pandas. And once she gets to the go ahead and honk, and then I'm going to read a long thing for her too. Okay, so you got to stand there a bit, Abby. She is the recipient of our SCA Female Athlete of the Year. She is recognized for her excellence in varsity volleyball. She has played varsity in all 3 years of high school and was the starting setter and team captain this past season. She led the SCA varsity girls to their 2019 Metro City Championship title. Her play and commitment to volleyball earned her a Metro Edmonton City All-Star honor, and she signed on with the U of A Pandas for the 2021 season. Congratulations, Abby. Rowan Wolf. Rowan, ironically, I have a cousin named Rowan Wolf, but both names are spelled differently. Rowan is incredibly thankful for the kind, understanding, and supportive teachers that made learning enjoyable and valuable, made learning an opportunity rather than a task. Well, there you go right there. I couldn't have said it better, Ron. All right, here we go. Jennifer Whitechopin. Jennifer is taking a gap year before going to Vancouver Film School. And Jennifer gets the Veggie Tales. No, she doesn't. Okay.
Where'd the cursor go? Cursor. Not cursor. Don't curse.
We're having a meltdown. Good thing there's one left. Okay, wait, Zach. Last, but definitely not least, he made it, Mr. Zach Ewell. His plans for next year are to attend business school at MacEwan. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, get a picture with the admin. They deserve it for standing in the hot sun all this time. Okay, English teachers, I don't know if I'm reading this right, but I literally have nothing left to say. It's Mr. Murda's turn now. Awesome.
Oh. All right, graduates, we have one more thing that we need to do to complete the graduation, and that is the tossing of the caps. And so I need you all to stand out beside your vehicles and get your little cap on. And we're going to have a picture, so you just need to sort of gather maybe in the center part a little bit, but stay 6 feet apart, please. And everybody come out with your caps. Parents and others, if you want to get a photo of this, it's great, but our photographer will be getting a picture. Gowns are optional, guys. Don't worry whether you have your gowns on or not. But everybody get your cap on. And I'm going to count you down in just a minute once you've all done that. And so just kind of gather yourselves around. Maybe try to come a little towards the middle, some of you guys on the outside edges. But please maintain some social distancing out there. And then in just a couple of minutes, I'm going to count you down, and then I'm going to close in prayer. All right, so everybody with their hats. We got a drone that's going to go up in the sky here and get a few shots of you as well. So we just need a minute to get that all in place. So hang on a second. Okay, Aaron, give me the go-ahead when you're ready for that shot with the drone. Aaron, do you want to come up here for a picture? Stand up here, get a little height. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, graduates of 2020, I'm going to count you down 3, 2, 1. And then all at once, I want you to throw your hats in the air at the same time. Everybody wave at me if you're ready. Okay, here we are. graduates of 2020. 3, 2, 1, let her go! Hey! Fantastic. Okay, guys, I'm going to just pray over you as you're kind of gathered there, and then we're going to dismiss you. So just pause just for a sec, guys. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you for this beautiful day. Jesus, we thank you for keeping away the rain. We thank you, Lord, for every graduate here. We pray for your blessing upon each one of them. Lord, would you send them forth with the anointing of God upon their lives, Lord, to follow the path that you have for them. Thank you for them. And all the graduates said, amen. You're going to have to make your way back to your cars, guys, and then slowly depart out of the parking lot very carefully. God bless you, and enjoy your summer.
Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing.
Ladies and gentlemen, grads, thanks again for coming. We're going to ask you to get back into your own cars and head on out on your way. I know many of you have plans. Stay safe tonight, but we are going to ask you to head back into your own cars and head on out. Thank you very much. God bless. We love you guys. We'll miss you lots.
High hopes we have for the future and our goals in sight. We know we don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family jewel. We are family. Sing it to me. I got all my sisters with me. Sing it to me. We are family. I can hear you, guys. Get up,
Thanks again, everybody, for coming. Really appreciate it. We're going to ask you to get in your car. I know many of you want to take pictures. However, we can't be having that happen here. Thanks to everybody already getting in their vehicles. Students, those of you that are kind of congregating trying to take some pictures, unfortunately, we do have to get in our own vehicles and head on home. Thanks again, everybody.